Hello everyone, once again welcome to the session of BrainLab Techies. In this video I will be covering advanced data analytics concept. In the previous video I have gone through the complete data analytics from beginners to intermediate level. If you have not referred my video, first go and check that video and then come to this video. In this video I will be covering through the parts of joins with GroupBy, then indicator concept will be coming, indicators with query method, and some more methods I will be covering that will be essential for the advanced data analytics stuffs. So stay tuned guys, let's get started with this video without wasting any time.
So now we will be starting with joins at first. So first we have to understand that why we will be going for joins, why we are going for joins, and what is join, and why we are going for join. This thing you have to understand. See, suppose I am considering one company, like food delivery company. I am just assuming. I'm assuming Zomato. Okay, Zomato. Now you guys just say one thing that Zomato is a very big company who is managing many chains of restaurants, right? They are managing chains of restaurants, right? They are also managing delivery partners, delivery partners. They are managing customers. They are managing orders, right? So how many things they are managing? You guys just say, and maybe even more they are managing. Now the factor is that there will be many restaurants, there will be many partners, there will be many customers, and there will be many orders. You guys just answer one thing, that are they managing everything from a single database or from a single data set? Are they managing everything like the data of the restaurant, data of the delivery partner, data of the customers, data of each and every orders? Are they managing from each and every, like each data set or each database? Obviously no. They are maintaining separate individual databases or data sets, like a separate data set for restaurant, a separate data set for restaurant, a separate data set for the delivery partners, a separate data set for the customers, a separate data set for the orders. For each and everything they are maintaining a separate data set which will be having multiple features or multiple columns. Now I am taking three columns or three data set, not three columns. I am taking three data set like customer, restaurant, and orders. And based on the data set, you guys just try to answer few questions based on what you have learned from the previous video, right? Okay, so I have taken this data set. Now in this three data set, you can find one table for customer, sorry, one table for customer, one table for restaurant, and one table for order. Now just go through the dataset once. First, in the customer dataset, we are having customer ID, customer name, and the customer city. In the restaurant column, in the restaurant table, we are having restaurant ID, restaurant name, restaurant city, and the cuisine. In the orders table, we are having order ID, customer ID, restaurant ID, order amount, and the order status. Now, if you look carefully, that in the previous class we have learned about group by, right? Now, from just one data set, if I just ask you one question, that is, just say one thing, that which restaurant have done how much order each day, or like all total, each restaurants have done how much order all total, like the total amount I want to get. Can we get it? We can't get it. The reason is because if we see for the restaurant name, so that's the reason that we can't actually find what is the total order amount done by each restaurants. The reason is because the reason is, see, in the restaurant column, if I see, in the restaurant column, if I see, we don't have the total order amount. We don't have the total order amount, right? and in the order column we are having the order amount, but we are not having the restaurant name. Instead of that, we are having the restaurant ID, and that is why we have to come up with the joins. We cannot say like how many customers have successfully got the orders or received the orders, or what is the total order amount by each customers. We cannot say that, because the customer name is present in the customer table and the order amount is present in the order table. Now these are the two different tables we have to work with, and that is why we have to come up with the joins. Okay, so now you guys just answer one thing, that I just want to know that which restaurant have done how much order, like what is the total order amount for each restaurant. I am writing down the question. You guys just try to answer this question. What is the total order amount? What is the total order or order amount done by each restaurant? Done by each restaurant. Can you say that? Like, I want the restaurant name over here. Okay. Can you say that? You can't say that. The reason is because if you look carefully, if you go for this restaurant table, you can find the restaurant name over here, but you cannot find what is the order amount done by each restaurant. What will be the order amount done by each restaurant? Like, there is no order column. Like, order column is not present in the restaurant table, right? Where the order column is present, order column is present, or order amount column is present in the order table. And in the order table, we don't have the restaurant name. We don't have the restaurant name because this particular company is maintaining everything in a separate table. Like in the customer table, we have customer ID, customer name, or customer city. Restaurant is having restaurant ID, restaurant name, city, and cuisine. Orders is maintaining the IDs and order amount and order status. Now, if I say another question, if I ask another question like, what is the total order amount done by each customer? What is the total order amount done by each customer? Can you say that? You can't say that again. The reason is same. The reason is, in the customer table you don't have the order amount, and in the order table you don't have the customer name. And this is where we are coming across with the concept of joins, and this is where we need joins. We have to join the tables so that we can answer few of the questions. In the previous video we have learnt about GroupBy. By grouping the specific column we can answer certain questions, but this type of questions we can't really answer without doing the joins, because a company or an organization is maintaining its database in different tables, because they are of separate domains. Like, one table they are maintaining of specific customer, one table they are maintaining of restaurant, another table they are maintaining of orders, right? And this is what we are maintaining different tables. I hope this is clear. Now, before directly going on to the joins, we have to understand two points, that is about the unique ID, about the uniqueness of each row, about the uniqueness of each row. Unique ID, unique ID. So if you look carefully, that in the customer table we are having customer ID, in the restaurant table we are having restaurant ID, in the order table for each and every order we are having unique order IDs, right? Now these things are technically known as primary key. They are known as primary key. Now if you have completed SQL, then you must have gone through this term primary key, but if you have not, I am explaining it. Primary key is just a unique key or unique identification code for each and every row, by which you can identify one specific row, one specific data you can identify, and that is what primary key is. Another term is foreign key. Another term is foreign key. Now what is foreign key? A foreign key is a column in another table. A foreign key is a column in another table, and it is useful for creating the relationship. It is useful for creating the relationship to maintain the referential integrity. Now what I have said just now, let me write it down. Let me write it down. Wait. Primary key is useful for unique identification of each and every row. Unique identification of each row. Fine. That is easy to understand. But foreign key is not that much easy to understand, but I am making it easy. Foreign key is just a key in another table. It is present in another table for referential integrity. Referential integrity. Now, what is the referential integrity? See it. In customer table, we are having this customer ID. In the order table, we are having this same customer ID. Now to join these two table, this customer table and this order table, we need this customer ID because they are the common one. This customer ID will be behaving as the foreign key. If you look carefully in the restaurant table, we are having the restaurant ID, and in the order table, we are having this restaurant ID. Now with these two columns present in this two data set, we can actually join, or we can actually merge two columns, two tables. Now they are useful for the integrity of the two tables, and this is ensuring that the data remain consistent. Now how the data will be remaining consistent, that we will be seeing in the upcoming parts of this video. Okay, now the two concepts are clear. One is primary key, another one is foreign key. Foreign key is approximately 50% it is clear, 50% it is not. I can understand that. And primary key, it is clear. There is another concept you have to understand, that is relationship. That is relationship. Relationship concept you have to understand. Now what is the relationship? Relationship, I am explaining it in a simple and easy way. That is, if you look at this columns, customer, restaurant and the order table, customer, restaurant and the order table, you can feel one thing, that one customer can give multiple orders. I am writing it down. One customer can give multiple orders, right? And one restaurant can receive multiple orders or can give multiple orders, right? One customer, multiple order, one restaurant can receive and can get multiple orders. Now this is the relationship between the two tables. This is the relationship, one to many, many to one. Like customer, they can give multiple order, so one to many. One restaurant can give multiple orders, can receive multiple orders. If they are receiving multiple orders, so it is many to one, many from one, or one to many. Now don't go to such concepts, these are confusing, this will be confusing for you. Don't go to, sorry, the arrow mark is in a wrong direction I have given. Yeah, now it's correct. Don't go for such concepts. Try to understand by your general knowledge with the help of this data set. Refer to the data set directly. Don't go for one to many, many to one. These concepts will be confusing sometimes, because when you will be handling multiple table at a time, you can't really feel by your sixth sense that which will be one to many or which will be many to one. That will be really difficult to understand when you will be working for the real life scenarios. And that is why I am saying, try to analyze each and every table individually by your general knowledge. Don't use any relationship concept. Just try to understand that if I look for customer, they can give multiple orders to multiple restaurants. If I say it in general way, one customer can give multiple orders to multiple restaurant at a time. One restaurant can get multiple orders from different customers, right? So can you understand the relationship? Now this is how you have to go for the relationship. You should not go for one to many or many to one or one to one like that. That will be difficult for you to understand. I hope this concept is clear. Now let us directly move on for the joins. What is join? So join, if I say, join is basically a concept which is combining two tables, two or more table at a time by using a common column. Let me write it down. Let me write it down. What is join? What is join? Join is basically combining, it is basically combining two columns, two or more columns, you can say, not column, sorry, table. Combining two tables using a common column, using a common column. By using a common column, it is combining two or more tables at a time. Now that is what join is. Now if you look carefully, the examples or the tables I have written, if you want to join customer along with order, what is the common column we are having? Customer ID and the customer ID. Customer ID is present in both the order table and the customer table. Now based on this two column, we can join these two table. With the help of this customer ID column, we can join these two table, customer and this order. Okay. If you say restaurant, in restaurant, what is the common column we are having? The common column is restaurant ID. In order, what is the column we are having? Restaurant ID. The common column is restaurant ID. So with the help of restaurant ID, we can join these two table, orders and restaurant. And in this way, these three tables are getting interconnected. In this way, the three tables are getting interconnected. Okay. So I hope the things are getting clear, that join is just a thing by which we will be joining the tables with the help of the common columns. Now, first of all, when we will be getting the data set, when we will be getting three data set, what all things we have to do? We have to go for how many tables are there. What we have gone for the first video of the data analysis. In the first video, we have seen, like, after we get the data set, we have to go for the shape of it, like how many rows are there, how many columns are there. We have to go for the physical intuition of the data set. Then we have to move on forward. Then we have to move on for what is the null values present over there, how many null values are present over there, right? These all things we have to see. And after that, we will be going for the statistical analysis. After that, when we will find in the real time scenario, when we will find that we are actually dealing with multiple tables at a time, we will be going for this joins concept, and we will try to answer some of the questions which is necessary for the market analysis. Okay, so now once after we get the data, once after we get the different tables, what we will be doing? We will be identifying the primary key. So what will be the primary key for the customer table? The primary key will be CID or the customer ID. Why it will be? Because what I have said for the primary key is just a key which is useful for unique identification of one specific row. What will be the primary key for the restaurant table? It will be obviously restaurant ID. What will be the unique identification for or the primary key for order table? It will be order ID, right? Now, after we find out the primary key, we can actually get it that what will be the foreign key, which key we can use for the referential integrity with the another table, like for merging another table, right? So let us see all these things directly over Colab. That will be easy to understand for you guys. I will be importing these three tables, exact three tables in Colab, and then we will be performing, or we will be trying to understand this joins concept over there. Okay, so before we move on to the Colab, let us understand that the types of joins. Okay, before going to the practical part, we have to understand few things. First of all, we have to understand that is the type of joins. Type of joins. Type of joins. So in type of joins, we have primarily four categories are there. Primarily, we have four categories. First is inner join. Inner join. Second one is left join. Third one is right join. And the fourth one is the outer join or full join. Okay. Now the factor is that we don't have only these four categories of joins. We have more two categories, that is self join and cross join. Now those joins we don't use much. We normally use these four categories: inner join, left join, right join, and outer join. Okay. So first of all, we have to understand, or we have to go through the inner join. Inner join. So for understanding inner join, I am considering two columns. Okay, I am considering two columns. First one is the customer column, customer table, not two columns, actually two tables, customer tables. So in customer tables, we will be having, like we have seen, customer ID will be there, customer name will be there, and customer location will be there. Okay, so customer ID I'm considering C01, C02, C03, Rahul, Meera, and Sugam. Okay, customer location is Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Kolkata. Another table I am considering, that is orders table. Orders table. So in orders table, we will be having some column like order ID. Okay, then customer ID will be there, based on which the joining operation will be performed. As I have told, what is the definition of join? Join is basically the way by which we will be combining, or we will be joining two tables based on one common column. So we have to define some common column by which we will be joining two tables. So customer ID will be there, then order amount will be there. Okay, so I'm considering these three columns only. Order ID is O1, O2, O3. Okay, customer ID is C01, C01, C02. Maybe the last customer, that is C03, have not ordered. Fine. So order amount I'm considering as 200, 205, and 400. Okay, now this is the two table, customer and the order. Now what is inner join? Inner join means it will be returning only those matching records from both the tables. What it will be returning? It will be returning only matching records. It will be returning only matching records from both the table. From both the table. So in this two table, customer and order, we will be combining those two table, or we will be joining this two table based on this customer ID, which is present in both the table. Now if you look carefully, inner join will be returning only those records which are common in both the table. That is, if you look carefully, C01 is present in customer and order both. It is present twice. C02, is it present in the order table, which is present in the customer table? Is it present in the order table? No, it is not present. Then coming to C03, is it present? Oh sorry, C03 is present, C02 is present, but C03 is not present, right? C03 is not present, but C02 it is present, yes, right? So it will be giving us, it will be returning us the record for C01 and C02, as because they are the common records for both the tables. Now if I want to represent this inner join with the help of the Venn diagram in the set theory, suppose these are the two tables A and B. It will be returning only those records which are matched in both the tables. That is this part, that is A intersection B. Inner join is representing A intersection B. Now how to perform the inner join? For performing the joining operation, we will be using one method known as pd.merge. Okay, so pd is basically the alias of pandas and merge is the method. So pd dot merge, inside it we will be passing the table 1 name, table 1, name of the table 1, then table 2, comma, on what common table, on what common column. So here we will be giving the name of the common column. That is, for this case we will be using this customer id which is present in either tables, customer id. And what type of joining operation we are performing? That is inner join. So here we will be mentioning either inner or outer or left or right. Okay, so this is how we will be performing the joining operation. Now how to go for this inner join operation? We will be writing here, in place of the table 1 we will be writing here the customers. In table, in place of table 2 we will be writing the orders, and here we will be mentioning the inner. Fine. So I hope it is clear for you that how the inner join is working. Inner join will be returning, or it will be giving us the return only the matching records from both the table. This is how the inner join will work. Fine. Now let us move on to the left join. Let us move on to the, first of all let us move on to the outer join. That will be easier. Outer join. So as per Venn diagram, outer join is the union part, A union B. That is, it will be returning records for both the table, like all the rows it will be returning. Okay, like outer join keeps everything from both the tables. Keep every records, keep every records from both the tables. Okay, keep every records from both the tables. Fine. Now if I do use this two tables, customer and order, so I will be using this customer in table 1, orders in table 2, and in place of the how I will be just writing this outer. So it will be returning all the orders, or like records from both the column, both the tables. It will be returning records from both the tables. Fine. This is how the outer join will be working. Now the left join and right join. Uh, this is also easy one. This is also easy, but as compared to inner join and outer join, it is a bit tricky to understand. First of all, left join and right join, they are just the vice versa. They are just working opposite to each other. Okay, sorry, left join. So in left join, what happens? It will be keeping every row from the left table. What the left join will be doing? It will be keeping every row from the left table, from the left table. So what is the left table? That's the point. Now I have taken this example, that is customer id, sorry, customer and orders, right? So in case of the left join, what we will be doing, pd dot merge, here we will be giving the table 1 and the table 2 name, right? Now the left table means what? Left table means the table name which we are writing at first. The table name which we are writing at first. So suppose I am writing orders and here we are writing customers. Okay. So orders is becoming the left table and it is becoming the important table. This orders table is becoming the important table because it will be returning all the row from the left table. So orders is becoming the important table. So remember this point, when you will be going for the left join, the table name which you are maintaining or mentioning at first, that table will be the important table for you, and for that table it will be returning all the records. Fine. And right join is exactly opposite to the left join. Fine. It is exactly opposite to the left join. Now let us move on to Colab and watch these things, because practically things will get more clear for you guys, right? Okay, so now what I have done over here, the example which I have given at the beginning, that we will be having customer table, order table and the restaurant table. I have taken exactly same data what I have taken in the beginning. Same example I have taken, same records, same example I have taken over here. So I have created this data frame by data frame manually. Now you guys will be asking, sir, why you are creating this data frame manually? You can just use any downloadable data set. uh, See, for explaining this thing I couldn't find any such example which is good for understanding, so I have created my own data frame so that it will be good for understanding for you guys. And after that, when we will be going for projects, we will be taking some real life data set. We can download it from Kaggle, or you can get the data set from by doing the web scraping. Fine. But as of now, for the understanding concepts, for understanding entire parts of the joining, like indicators, sorting, query methods, everything, you need to go through this data set. That will be better. That will be better, I guess. Okay. So first of all, let us move on to the inner join. Let us do practically inner join. Okay. So let me take one question. Let me consider one question. Okay, wait. Yeah. So one question we can find is, so all the customers who have placed orders, who have placed orders. Okay. So if you look at this question carefully, we are dealing with two parts. So all the customers who have placed orders, who have placed orders. Now how can we get that which customers have placed orders? Now in the customer table we are having 5 customers: Asa, Rahul, Meera, Kabir and Nisa. Now it's not like that all of them have placed orders. They all are customers, but they have not placed order. It may happen, right? Like suppose I am taking the example of Zomato or Swiggy. They might have downloaded the application, but they have not placed any order, but all of them are the customers, right? Those who have downloaded the application, those who have registered for that specific application, they all are the specific customers for the specific app or the specific company, right? So they can be all customers, but it's not like they have all placed the orders. So I need all the customers who have placed orders. So if we want the customers who have placed orders, then we need something. If we break this question, we need something that is present in both the table, that is order and customer. So we need the customer ID which is present in the customer table as well as the order table. Obviously the customers whose order is being placed, maybe it is completed or cancelled, whatever it is, the customer who have placed the order, their customer ID will be there present in the order table. So that is what we want. So that we want all the customers who have placed the orders. Now we can make the solution of this by joining the order table along with the customer table, and we will be finding all the customer ID which are common in both the tables, that is customer and the orders. That is the thing we want, right? So this is a perfect example for the inner join. So we will be doing pd.merge, and here we will be joining two columns, that is customers and orders, right? two tables we are merging, not columns, customers and orders. And based on what column we are merging, that is customer ID. So on we will be writing customer ID. Fine. And what is the type of join we are doing? The type of join we are doing is inner join. Inner join. Fine. Now let's run this. See, we are getting all the customers who have placed the orders or who have done the ordering. So C1, 2, 3 and 4. Customer 5 have not placed the order. That is Nisa. Nisa have not placed the order. Maybe she is the customer of Swiggy or Zomato, but she have not placed the order. She have registered for the specific application, but she have not placed the order. Now, how this can be beneficial for the company? See, customer can get to know that okay, this girl Nisa have downloaded this specific application, but she is not using this. So what the company can do, companies can give uh, personalized notifications or personalized marketing to Nisa, like like you have seen for Zomato, right? You have seen for Swiggy, like how they are actually marketing their products, how they are marketing their restaurants, right? So like that they can market, they can create ad, personalized ad for the specific members who have registered for the specific application but who are not using that application, right? Got it? I guess it is clear. Now let us move on to the second question. Let us move on for the left join. Let me figure out the question. Mm, Customers is there, restaurant ID is there, orders is there. Fine. Left join. So in left join, we can figure out. So all the customers. So all the customers, including the customers, including the customers who have not ordered, who have not ordered. So what we want? We want all the customers from customer table. We want all the customers from the customer table who have ordered, like who have placed the orders, but along with the customers who have not placed the orders. Like we want the record for all the like we want the record from for each and every rows of the customer table. That is what we want. So here, as because we are doing the left join, let's see what it is returning. So what we will be doing, pd dot merge. Now see, we want the record for all the customers, right? So we need the customer name. We need customer name. So which column is important? Which table is important? Obviously the customer table is important. We need the record of all the customers who have placed the orders and who have not placed the orders. So order is not the important one. Which one is important? Customers. Customers is the important one. So we will be keeping customer table at first or at the left side, customers, and then we will be keeping orders. Fine. On basis of what we will be joining? Customer ID. Customer ID, right? And what type of joining operation we are doing? Left join. Now let's see. See, we are getting all the records from table 1, from table 1, that is the customer table, but Nisa have not placed the order, right? We have seen that Nisa have not placed the order. Asa, Rahul, Mira and Kabir, all four have placed the order, but Nisa have not placed the order. So for that, as because Nisa have not placed the order, so obviously her customer ID will not be there in the order table. So as because her customer ID is not present in the order table, that's why it is giving as NaN, or it is giving null value, because Nisa have not ordered. Obviously, as because Nisa have not ordered, there will be no ordered ID for her, there will be no restaurant ID for her, there will be no order amount for her, right? So like this we can get, or we can do the left join. So left join means, in the left join, the table which is important, we will keep that table at first, that is at the left side, and the table which is less important, we will be keeping it at the right side. And the same thing will also work for the right join. It is just the vice versa of the left join. Let's see, when we will be doing the right join, what it will be returning. Right join. Fine. So pd dot merge, same thing we will be writing here. We will be writing orders at first, as because order is not so much important, customer is the important one. Customers, we will be keeping it on the right hand side, on customer id, customer id. How we will be merging? That is right join. Now let's run it. See, same thing it is returning, but the order is different. That's it. Same thing it is returning like the left join, only the point is it is giving us different order. That's it. Fine. Now how to do the outer join? pd uh, okay, let me figure out one question for outer join. So all the customers, so all the customers and all orders, including unmatched records, including unmatched records. This is the question we can solve with the outer join, that is A union B. It will be returning all the records. Outer join keeps everything from both the tables. Every records it will be returning from both the tables, right? So for that, what we will be doing, pd dot merge, same thing we will be doing, pd dot merge. And here there is no concept of that this table will be coming at first or that table will be coming at second. There is no concept of like that, because we are doing A union B simply. So customers, comma, orders on customer id, customer id. And what type of joining operation we are doing? We are doing outer join. That's it. See, it is returning record for both the tables. It is keeping everything from both the tables, right? And this is how the outer join will be working. Now I guess these four types of joining operation is clear for you guys. Now let us brush up these skills by solving more typical questions, and we have to also go for joining operation along with group by. In the previous video we have learned group by, right? So this video, what we will be doing, we will be joining uh, two or more tables, and we will be performing the group by operation on that to make the things more complex, because real life scenario and real life analysis are much more typical. They are much more complex. Fine. Okay. uh, the question I am giving is, suppose, what is the total order amount, what is the, sorry, total order amount made by each restaurant? What is the total order amount made by each restaurant? What does it mean by? See, this question I have already given. This question I have already given while I was starting with the joining session, right? Now, let us break this question. Let us break this question. Otherwise, you cannot understand that. See, what is the total order amount? Total order amount made by each restaurant. Now, here what do we want to find? Here we want to find the total order amount made by each restaurant, and here the restaurant means the restaurant name. Restaurant name. Okay. Now, if I move on to this Colab, if you look carefully about these tables, you can find it that where we can find the restaurant name, we cannot find the order amount in the same table, right? Now, where we can find the order amount, we cannot find the restaurant name over there. So obviously we have to merge these two tables, that is restaurant and orders, based on the restaurant ID, because restaurant ID is the common one, common column between them. right? That is clear. So what we have to do? We have to do joining operation. We have to merge the two columns, that is orders and restaurant. So here we are getting two columns, that is orders we have to merge, and restaurants we have to merge. Now which one is important and which one is not? See, if you break this question, you can find it that what we want. Suppose the restaurant name, there are 4 restaurants, I am taking A, B, C, D, just assuming. I can't remember the restaurant name, I don't remember it. Something Bengal bistro is there, green ball is there, whatever. So I want the total amount made by each of the restaurant. So for restaurant A it will be somewhat around 700, for restaurant B it will be somewhat around 1200, for restaurant C it will be somewhat around 800, like that. I want to find what is the total order amount. I want to find what is the total order amount made by each of the restaurants. I want the restaurant name, right? Now here if you look carefully, what is the important thing, what is the important column? The important column is this order. The important column is this order, right? Order amount. Important column is this order amount. Now this order amount is in which table? That is in the order table. So obviously we will be keeping the orders at first, and then what will be the next table? The next table will be restaurants. Fine. After that, what we will be doing? We will be merging these two on, and how we will be doing is left join. We will be doing. Now the factor is, see, if you look carefully, we are actually grouping these restaurants, right? We are actually grouping these restaurants based on the order amount. We are actually grouping the restaurants based on the order amounts. So let's write the algorithm. What we are doing? First of all, we are joining two tables. Joining two tables based on one common column. Then what we are doing? Then we are grouping restaurant name. Then we are grouping a restaurant name based on the order amount. Okay, as because we want to find the total order amount. Now this part, as because we want to find the total order amount, total. Okay, so as because we are grouping, and after grouping we want the total order amount, what we will be doing? We will be summing. And the group by operation is what? Group by operation is an aggregate function. So without the aggregate function, group by operation or group by function will not work. Now let's move on to Colab. See it over here. PD dot merge. What are the columns we are merging? Orders will be in the left hand side, orders and restaurants. Fine. Now on what column we are merging? On the basis of the restaurant ID. On the basis of the restaurant ID, we are merging both the columns. Now what is the way we are merging? That is the left join we are using. Fine, very fine. Okay. Okay, sorry, I have missed the quotation. Left. Yeah. Now we will be doing the group by. We will be performing the group by operation over here. So what is the thing we are grouping by? We are grouping the restaurant names based on that order amount. We are grouping the restaurant name based on the order amount. So a restaurant name will be grouped based on the order amount. Fine. Now the second operation is done. Now we want the total order amount, and group by operation also is an aggregate function. It can't work without the aggregate function. So aggregate function we will be using is sum, because we want the total order amount. So sum. Now let's run it. See, now we are getting that Bengal bistro have the list order amount. spice route have the second order amount, and the urban tarka is having the most order amount. Now we want to sort it. I just want the restaurant, I just want the restaurant which is having the most order amount. I just want the restaurant which is having the most order amount. Or I can do one thing. I can modulate my question. Which restaurant generated highest revenue, the highest revenue? Which restaurant generated the highest revenue? Okay. So for that we can do what? Same thing, same query we will be writing. Same query we will be writing, but one thing I will be writing extra, that is sort values. Sort values. VALUES, yeah. So here we will be doing ascending, ACNDING. Ascending is equals to false. Why ascending is equals to false? Because by default sort value will be returning the records in ascending order, and when I am putting it ascending is equals to false, it will be returning in descending order. That means it will be returning the restaurant which have the highest revenue at first, and like that it will be moving downward side. Now let's run it. You can say that urban tarka is coming at first because it is having the highest revenue. Very good. Easy to understand, I guess. Now we can move on to the next question. The next question we can find is wait, what is the total order amount made by each customer, right? What is the total order amount? What is the total, wait, total total order amount made by each customers? Along with that, I am adding this question. I want the customers with highest uh, total order amount. Total order amount. Now this will also work like that, also like the previous question. Now this question will also work like the previous question. Same thing we will be doing. pd.merge. Here we will be keeping orders at first, as because money is important, order amount is important. Then we will be keeping customers. Based on what we will be joining? We will be joining is customer ID. We will be joining based on the customer ID. Fine. Now what is the type of join we are doing? We are doing the left join. We are performing left join. Very good. Now what are the things we will be grouping? That is the customer name. We will be grouping based on the customer name. Group by customer name. Based on what we will be grouping? Based on the order amount. Based on the order amount. And we want the total, as because we want the total, we will be giving the aggregate function as sum, and I want the customer with highest total order amount. So that's why again sort values, and ascending will be false. That's it, done. Now let's run it. See, you can find it that Rahul have ordered the most. Kabir, Mira, followed by Kabir, Mira and Asa. Fine. Then the next question we will be solving is, so the restaurants so the restaurants uh, along with their number of orders. So what we want to find? We want to find the restaurant name along with the restaurant, like a restaurant name will be there along with how many orders each restaurants received. Received. Now let's go on for finding the intuition behind this question. Where is the restaurant table? Here. Yeah. So we want to find that Spice Route, Urban Tadka, Bengal Bistro and Green Bowl, how many orders each restaurants have received. So here we want to count how many restaurant ID is present in the order table as per the numbers. So restaurant ID we will be counting in the order table. What we will be counting? We will be counting the restaurant ID present in the order table. Very good. Now let's do this operation. So same thing, pd dot merge, and here we will be merging the two columns, that is orders and restaurants. Fine. And on the basis of what we will be joining? Restaurant ID. Restaurant ID we will be joining. Now how we will be joining? Based on, like, we will be performing the left join. Done. Now you will be grouping by the restaurant name based on the uh, restaurant ID. Based on the restaurant ID you will be grouping. Restaurant restaurant name, you will be grouping restaurant, yeah, order ID is not restaurant ID, you will be actually checking the order ID. Dot count. See it. Bengal Bistro have received 2 orders, Spice Route have received 2 orders, and Urban Tarka have also received 2 orders. Now the one restaurant, from one restaurant people have not ordered that. Now which was that restaurant is Green Bowl. From Green Bowl people have not ordered, so it is offering something healthy cuisine. Now people don't want healthy foods at all nowadays, so that is why people have not ordered. That's a separate thing. Fine. So we can got it that from Green Bowl people have not ordered. Very good. Now move to the next question. Next question will be a bit tricky one. A bit tricky one. Which customer ordered from which restaurant? Which customer ordered from which restaurant? Okay, which customer ordered from which restaurant? Now there are two columns we have mentioned, customer name and the restaurant name. Now can we join the customer table and the restaurant table? Is there any common column between them? Customer ID, customer name, customer city, restaurant ID, restaurant name, restaurant city, cuisine. So there is no common column between these two tables, customers and restaurant. So for that, what we have to do? We have to join customers with orders and then orders with restaurant. So we have to merge all the three column, all the three tables. We have to merge all the three tables. Now that is very tricky. Now let me write it. What we will be doing? We want which customers ordered from which restaurant. First of all, we will be merging, remember this thing, we will be merging orders with restaurant or customers, and then the remaining will be merged with the other table. So I am writing orders dot merge. So that means order table will be merged with the next table. So I am taking as orders is merged with customers. Okay, orders is merged with customers. On basis of what we will be merging? Because order table and the customer table have one common column, that is the customer ID. So we will be merging based on the customer ID. Customer ID. Very good. Customer ID. Yeah, done. Very good. Then the remaining, like the entire thing, like merged table will be again merged with the restaurant table. Now again merge operation we will be performing. So this is the concept of method chaining, where we will be merging or where we will be using multiple methods in a single line separated by the dot operation. It's not like always all the methods will be of same type. They can be of multiple type, like In the group by operation, in the previous questions you have seen that merge is used, merge method is being used with the group by is being used with sum is being used with sort values, like that. All these operations is the method chaining, is an example of method chaining. Here we are using merge method for 2 times in one single line, as because we are merging more than 2 columns, 2 tables, we are merging more than 2 tables. So merge restaurant, merge restaurants. On what we will be merging? On restaurant id, on restaurant id. Very good. Yeah, so which customers ordered from which restaurant? Now let's run it, let's see it. Class str was passed. Let's check what's the error I have done. Okay, so can only merge series or data frames. Okay, fine. The mistake I have done is I have put a quotation over here, that's why it is not running. Fine, now it will run. Yeah, so you can find which restaurant, like which customer have ordered from which restaurant. See, Asa have ordered from Spice Route, Rahul have ordered from Urban Tadka, like that. It is giving record for each and every customers, like from where they have ordered. Fine, I guess this question is clear for you guys, how to do uh, like how to join more than 2 tables. I hope this concept is clear for you. Now guys, I will be giving you few homework, like you should do you should do it, because like whatever the questions I have solved still now, based on that only I will be giving you some homework. Like if you face any doubt, any problem, you can ask me, you can directly contact me, and if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. If you can solve it or if you can't solve it, everyone please write in the comment section that whether you are doing it or not. Okay guys, so now what I am doing, I will be giving you homework. 3 questions I am giving. If you can solve it, please mention it in the comment section, and if you can't solve it, you can ask your doubt directly to me. uh, the contact details are given in the description box, you can directly contact me, or you can write in the comment box as well, whatever. Fine, so let me write the questions. I will be giving you the questions based on the questions I have solved recently. So how many orders did each customers place? Did each customer placed? I hope these questions you can easily solve it. Then what is the average order? What is the average order amount of each restaurant? Then which cuisine earned the most? Sorry, which cuisine earned the most? How many orders? How many orders did each cuisine received? Then which customer city spent most money? Spent the most money. Spent the most money. Now all these questions you can solve based on the questions I have solved just now. I have shown you as an example. Okay, I hope these questions will be easily solvable by you. Now another question, another typical question I am giving. These 5 questions are of easy level. Another difficult question I am giving, this is the difficulty level a bit higher. How many customers ordered from each city? Okay, how many customers ordered from each city? Now I am giving you one hint. Let's see how many customers ordered from each city. In the customer table, we are having customer name and customer city, right? So in one column, in the one table only, we are having customer name and customer city. So most of you will be trying to do that, you will be grouping by in the same customer table, and you will not be doing the joining operation. Now if you look carefully, the question is having how many customers ordered. There is the word ordered. Who have ordered? The customers who have ordered. Only those customers city we want. Now Nisa have not ordered. Now after that you have to think. After that you have to think. I have already solved 4 to 5 questions. Based on that questions only, this question can be solved. Okay. Now let us move on to the query operation or query method, you can say. Query method. So this is a kind of filtering method. It is a filter method. Now without this method also you can filter. It's not like that you can't filter without this method, but we will be using the query method for something different thing, for some different kind of activities. Now for normal filtering we can use the normal filter method, but for some different thing we will be using this query method. I will say you why, but first let us understand that what is query method. Now suppose you are having a column as a name, age, salary, department. Okay, department. Now over here suppose I am taking as Rahul, Priya and Amit, 22, 25 and 28, 30,000, 50,000, 25,000, and their department is HR, IT and HR. Fine. Now I just want to find a question that is give all the records whose age is greater than 23. All records whose age is whose age is greater than 23, greater than 23. Now without query method, how you will be solving that? You will be using, suppose this data set is being stored in a variable known as a df. This data frame we have made as a df. Now what we will be doing, we want all the records whose age is greater than 23. So you will be using df age is greater than 23. It will be returning you a data frame which will be having all the records which will be having the age more than 23. That is, it will be returning the age of Priya and Amit. It will be returning the records of Priya and Amit. Now with query method, how you will be solving that? Very easy thing. df.query. Now in place of these data frames, what you will be doing? df.query, and inside it you will be passing age greater than 23. That's it. Sorry, not here, here. Age greater than 23. That's it. Okay, I'm showing you another example. I just want salary greater than 40,000. Is there anyone? Yeah, salary greater than 40,000. I want all the records whose salary is greater than 40,000. Okay, so by normal method, what you will be doing? df of uh, the salary you will be writing, right, is greater than 40,000. This is how you will be writing. Now see, one thing I hope you guys have not thought for, that is, these entire records are in the form of data frame. Now if you see for each column, this name is the key and these individual records are stored in the form of list. So ultimately this entire data frame is one dictionary. So df is one dictionary where we are having what key as name, and the records are being stored in the form of list, that is Rahul, then Priya, like this it is getting stored. Okay, now that is why we are using for access. Suppose we want to get the salary, we want all the records whose salary is greater than 40,000. What you will be doing for accessing that salary column? What you will be doing? Df of key. So you have written df of key is greater than 40,000. So df of salary is greater than 40,000. We want all the records for that. So when you will be using the query method, you can solve it very easily. Df.query you will be writing df.query. Inside it you will be passing salary greater than 40,000. That's it. Done. Okay. Salary you have got. Now by this you can find many things, like all the things which you can do it with the filter method. You can, like normal filtering, you can do it with the help of query method as well. The things which you can do it with normal filtering, you can do it with the query methods as well. Fine. Now you will be learning another thing, that is indicators. Now you will be learning another thing, that is indicators. Wait, let me write it. Indicators. Now what are these things and how this will be used with query method? So indicators tells pandas, like we normally do what we normally write, indicators is equals to true. Indicators by default, indicators are always false. So when you will be writing indicators is equals to true, it will be giving a uh, what can I say, it will be giving one instruction to panda that after merging two tables, create one extra column that tells me where each row came from. Indicators is equals to true means after merging each column, after merging each column, merging each or let's say after merging two tables, that will be better. After merging two tables, create one extra column, create one extra column that will tell us where each row came from, that will tell us where each row came from. Now I know by this definition things cannot be cleared. I will show you the practical example of it. I will show you the practical example of it. Let's move on to Colab directly, and we will work with that restaurant customer and orders example. Okay. Let's move on to Colab. So in Colab, you have already seen that we are having three tables. What are the three tables we are working with? Customers, restaurants, and the orders, right? And the order table is having customer ID and the restaurant ID, by which we can merge the restaurant and the customers. I hope these things are clear for you. Now let's move on to this part, that is indicators. Indicators. Now what these indicators will be doing? See, suppose I want to merge the restaurant table and the order table. I want to merge what? Restaurant table and the order table. So what I will be writing? pd.merge, and I want to merge what? Restaurants and the orders. Fine. On what I will be merging? On restaurant ID. On a restaurant ID I will be merging. Okay. And how I will be merging? I will be merging with left join. With left join. And now if I do indicator, indicator is equals to true. sorry, indicators I will be in small letter. Remember this thing, indicators I will be in small letter, and by default indicator takes false, so we have to make it true. Indicator is equals to true. Now let's see that if you run this, what you will be getting. So after that you are getting another extra column at the end of the table, that is underscore merge. So merge is what, see, we have done the left join, right? We have done the left join, and if we are merging restaurant and order, if we are merging restaurant and order, we will be getting all the restaurants who have got the orders. We will be getting all the restaurants who have got the orders. Now in the merge column we will be getting all the rows, that is both and left only. What's that mean by? So both means it is found in both the tables. Both means it is found in both the tables. That means restaurant ID, the I am merging both the table restaurant and order on basis of what column? Restaurant ID we are merging. So restaurant ID can be found on both the tables, restaurant and orders. For R01 it can be found in both order table and the restaurant table. For left only, what does it mean by? It meant by it is only found in the left table but not in the right table. It is only found in the left table but not in the right table. And if it is giving right only, that means it will be only found only in the right table, not in the left table. Now let's write this pd.merge. I am just using the right join instead of left join, orders and restaurants, okay, on a restaurant ID. Very good. Then how I will be joining? With the help of a right join, and here indicator is equals to true. See, invalid syntax, what I have done, oh sorry, on is equals to, yeah, see, it is giving right only because it is taking every record from the left table, and only one restaurant is there who have not got any orders, who have not received any orders, and that is why that specific restaurant ID, that specific restaurant, that is green balls restaurant ID, is not present in the order table, and that is why its record is present in the restaurant table but not present in the order table, and that is why it is giving right only. So it is found only in the right table, not in the left table. And when it is giving left only, the record is only found only in the left table, not in the right table. Got it? I hope the indicator concept is clear. Now how you will be using indicators with query and why I have discussed that, why it is needed. Now let us move on to a question by which you can understand this thing. Which customers have not placed any order, have not placed any order? Which customers have not placed any order? Now I want all the customers name who have not placed the order. Now by the normal way I can get it that Nisa have not placed any order, but suppose uh, we are having a data set which is having more than 2 lakh data, because every day more than 2 crore 20 crore people are ordering on Zomato and Swiggy. How can Zomato and Swiggy figure it out that which customer is not giving the order, which customer is not giving the order? Yeah, can they found it? Obviously no, because they are having a huge number of data. But as because I have only 5 rows are present, so that's why we can easily figure it out that Nisa have not ordered. Verified. But if we want it in a full row format, if we want it in a panda format, in a data frame format, how can we find it that which customers have not placed any order? Okay, let's solve this problem. For that, what we will be doing, first thing is clear that we have to merge restaurants with orders. We have to merge restaurants with orders, or customer, sorry, not restaurant, we have to merge customers with orders. So what we will be doing, pd dot merge, and you will be merging customers table, customers with orders. Very good. Now on the basis of what you will be merging, you will be merging based on the customer id. Customer id, that is also clear. Now how you will be merging, you will be merging on the basis of left join. Left join, okay, customers who have not placed the orders, okay, left join. And now indicator you will be using is true. Now here you will be using the query method, query, yeah, query method. Here you will be using, you want only that specific customer, you want only that specific customer which is having, which is having, like which is not having, only that specific customer whose customer id is not present in the order table, right? You want those customers whose customer id is not present in the order table. I am writing this statement, I am breaking down this specific question. I want those customers, I want those customers whose customer id is not present in the order table. This is what I want, right? Now in the query I will be giving, in the query I will be giving underscore merge is equals to left only, as because it's a value, so it will be under a quote, left only. Done. And that's it. It will be giving you all the customers, it will be giving you all the customers who have not placed any order. See, it is giving the detail of Nisa, as because Nisa is the only one over here who have not placed the order. So what I have done, see what I have done, I am repeating this indicator thing once again. Indicator is one thing which, like, by default indicator is always false, okay? So indicator is one thing, indicator tells pandas after merging two tables, after merging two tables we have to create one extra column with the name of underscore merge, which will be telling us that from where each row is coming, from where each row is coming. See, it is giving both. That means the record is found in both the table, as because we are merging orders and restaurant, and we are checking the restaurant id whether the restaurant id is present in both the orders and restaurant. That is what we want to find, right? Or where they are present. Inner join will be giving you only the common one, but left join will be giving you all the records from the left table, right? And a restaurant, like if you do indicator is equals to true, and if you are doing the left join or right join, it will be saying you that where they are present, where the restaurant id is present and where they are not present. Now when you have done which customers have not placed any order, what you are doing, you are doing customers whose customer id is not present in the order table. If a customer who is not giving any order, obviously his or her customer id will not be present in the order table. Now we want only those customers, and that is why we are using query along with the indicators, because query function or query method will be helping us to use this merge column. And this merge column is coming, why? Because of this indicator argument. Fine, I hope this thing is clear for you. If you have any doubt, please note down in the comment section, I will try to fix your doubt. Okay, I'm giving you another question as your homework based on this question only. Which restaurants have not received any order? which restaurants have not received any order. This is the thing. Okay, so I hope the things are clear for you. 1 minute. Yeah, I hope the things are clear for you. So what are the things we have learned today? The things are, first of all, we have learned about joins, then joins with group by, joins with group by. We have learned a new method, that is sort values, right? We have learned about indicators, and we have learned about the query method. We have learned about the query method. Fine. So I hope things are clear for you. If you have any doubt, you can comment down in the comment section. And how do you like the video? You can comment down that as well. That's it for today. And in the next video, I will be uploading one project, end-to-end project of the EDA, where you will be doing the entire EDA, like the entire thing what you have learned from the very first video, that beginners video, to till what you have learned today. Everything will be covered in that project. Thank you everyone. Do subscribe and share this with your friends.